You will be surprised to know that every mental, physical, or financial problem that you might be going through right now can be effortlessly fixed by simply adopting some beautiful Stoic principles that were discovered well over 2,000 years ago. The primary objective of today's video is to make your mental fortitude so powerful that nothing could shake your inner peace. Let's embark upon a journey to transform your life and make you a better human being. I am working towards building a community of brothers and sisters who are focused and wholeheartedly striving towards achieving their goals. That's why I highly recommend you to carefully listen, practice, and analyze every Stoic principle. And before we proceed, I really want you to get involved towards bettering yourself, so comment where you are watching this video from, and if you are comfortable in sharing, write a goal that you want to achieve this week, this month, or this year. Lastly, towards the end of the video, I have shared a great physical activity that you can perform on a daily basis. This activity will really help you avoid distractions and keep you on track. Now let's dive into some of the greatest Stoic principles. Number 1. Self-discipline. In the realm of personal development, the term self-discipline often conjures images of strict routines and a joyless existence. However, let's reshape this perception together. Self-discipline isn't about limiting ourselves. It's about empowering us to make choices that resonate with our deepest values and long-term ambitions. It's about choosing what's best for us, even when it's not the easiest option in the moment. At its core, self-discipline is about mastering ourselves. It's about saying yes to things that propel us forward and no to things that hold us back, even when it's difficult. Consider the choices we make daily: sticking to a fitness regimen, saving money instead of impulse spending, or turning off the TV to focus on a project. These decisions may not offer instant gratification, but they pave the way for lasting fulfillment and achievement. Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful statement underscores the essence of self-discipline. It's about controlling our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors despite external temptations. Seneca also offers wisdom on the subject. He advises us to be steadfast and control our desires, rather than being controlled by them. True freedom, he suggests, comes from our ability to govern ourselves and our impulses. But why is self-discipline so crucial? Aristotle provides an answer. The ancient Greek philosopher believed that excellence and virtue are achieved through habitual practice. By cultivating self-discipline, we develop habits that lead us toward our best selves. It's not about occasional acts of willpower. It's about consistently making choices that align with our values and goals. This concept also resonates with modern psychological understanding. Carl Jung, a pioneer in psychology, stressed the importance of integrating all aspects of our personality to live fulfilling lives. This integration requires self-discipline as we navigate the desires of different parts of ourselves, choosing paths that contribute to our overall well-being and growth. So, how do we cultivate self-discipline in our daily lives? We start small. Choose one area you want to improve, whether it's your diet, exercise routine, or spending habits. Set clear, achievable goals, and take it one day at a time. Every choice you make that aligns with your goals strengthens your self-discipline muscle. As Epicurus wisely said, "No great thing is created suddenly." Self-discipline is built through small, consistent actions. It's about progress, not perfection. Every day presents new opportunities to practice self-discipline, to choose actions that bring us closer to who we aspire to be. Building self-discipline is a journey. It's about finding balance between immediate desires and long-term goals. It's about making choices that may be challenging now, but will bring us greater happiness and peace in the future. Let's commit to this journey together, supporting one another and choosing what's right, not what's easy. In the realm of self-discipline lies the path to realizing our dreams and living lives we truly love. Number 2. Embrace obstacles as opportunities. Stoicism offers us a profound insight into the art of embracing obstacles as opportunities. It might sound counterintuitive at first, as most of us are wired to see obstacles as nothing but barriers to our success and happiness. However, Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus turn this narrative on its head. Instead of asking "why me?" when life throws a curveball, they urge us to ask "what can I learn?" This shift in perspective can be a game changer. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, expressed in his personal writings, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Essentially, every obstacle, no matter how formidable, not only tests our resilience but also imparts valuable lessons. It's about finding the silver lining in tough situations and using it to fuel our growth. This perspective isn't just ancient philosophy, it's supported by modern thinkers as well. The renowned psychologist Carl Jung once said, "What you resist persists." By fighting against obstacles, we inadvertently give them more power over us. However, by accepting and learning from them, we can overcome them. The Stoic mindset revolves around transforming challenges into stepping stones towards becoming stronger and wiser. Let's make this practical. Imagine facing rejection from job applications. It's natural to feel disheartened, but what if you viewed each rejection as feedback? Perhaps there's a skill you need to improve or a new strategy for your job search. This shift in perspective can turn a series of rejections into a path for professional development. Personal conflicts are another example. They're uncomfortable and stressful, yet they also provide an opportunity to practice patience, empathy, and communication skills. Each disagreement is a chance to understand different viewpoints and refine our conflict resolution abilities. Embracing obstacles as opportunities is all about asking ourselves, what can this situation teach me? Instead of being passive victims of circumstance, we become active learners and problem solvers. It's not about making facing obstacles easy, but rather about approaching them with a mindset geared towards growth and learning. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the essence of Stoicism. It's about seeing beyond the immediate pain or frustration of an obstacle and finding the lessons and opportunities it presents. So, the next time you're faced with a challenge, big or small, try to pause and reframe it. Ask yourself what you can learn from the situation and how it can make you stronger and wiser. Remember, obstacles aren't just hurdles to overcome, they're opportunities to grow. By adopting this Stoic mindset, we can navigate life's ups and downs with more grace, resilience, and wisdom. Number 3, reflect regularly. In the hustle and bustle of our lives, it's easy to lose sight of the journey we're on, to forget the significance of the paths we tread. But pausing, taking a real, meaningful pause, allows us to look back, to reflect on our actions, our thoughts, and the roads we've chosen. This practice is about growth, introspection, and aligning our lives with our deepest values. In a world constantly rushing forward, it serves as our anchor, ensuring we're not merely swept away but sailing in a direction true to ourselves. The Stoics, with their profound insights into human nature, placed immense value on this practice of reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings, which we now treasure as meditations, offered a model of this practice. He didn't just rule an empire, he took the time to examine his life, his decisions, and his moral compass. Through writing, he saw this reflection as essential to living a life of virtue and purpose. "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," he wrote, reminding us that our internal dialogue shapes our external reality. Seneca recommended regular self-assessment as a way to foster self-improvement and wisdom. He likened life to a play, suggesting that we periodically review our roles and performances. Are we acting in harmony with the character we wish to embody? Are our actions reflective of the script we value, the script of our lives? Epictetus encouraged his students to end each day with a review of their actions and attitudes. This wasn't about self-criticism, but about self-awareness and growth. He urged us to ask ourselves, what did I do well? What did I do wrong? What duties were left undone? Through such questions, we can steer our lives more consciously, making adjustments that bring us closer to our ideals. But how do we incorporate this Stoic practice of reflection and review into our modern lives? First, make it a habit. Dedicate a few minutes each day, perhaps before bedtime, to reflect on your day. What were your victories? Where did you face challenges, and how did you respond? Writing it down can enhance its benefits, giving you a tangible record of your journey. Second, use reflection as a tool for gratitude. In reviewing your day, take note of the moments, no matter how small, that brought you joy or gratitude. This balances our natural tendency to focus on the negative, cultivating a more positive outlook on life. Third, approach this practice with kindness and compassion towards yourself. Reflection is not about berating yourself for mistakes, but about recognizing them as opportunities for learning and growth. Be as understanding and supportive to yourself as you would be to a dear friend. Aristotle spoke about the importance of living a reflective life. He believed that true wisdom comes from understanding ourselves, our actions, and our place in the world. This reflection is the essence of living an examined life, one that's in accordance with virtue and excellence. In modern psychology, the benefits of regular reflection are well documented, showing improvements in mental health, clarity of purpose, and personal growth. Reflecting on our experiences helps us process emotions, learn from our actions, and make more informed decisions moving forward. Let's commit to this practice of reflecting and reviewing regularly. Let it be our guidepost, ensuring that we're not just passively experiencing life, but actively shaping it according to our values. By taking the time to look back, we gain the insight needed to move forward, more aligned, more aware, and more in tune with the essence of who we are and who we aspire to be. Let's cherish this journey of introspection, for it is in knowing ourselves that we find the path to true fulfillment and joy. Each of these lessons from Stoicism isn't just ancient wisdom, they're life hacks that can help us deal with stress, make better decisions, and find peace in chaos. Remember, it's not the challenges along the way that define us, but the strength we find in facing them, the wisdom we gather, and the compassion we share. Each step, each reflection, each act of kindness is a brushstroke in the masterpiece that is your life. So let's not just exist, let's live vibrantly, purposefully, authentically. Number 4. Personal excellence. The Stoics possessed a deep insight into personal excellence. They maintained that excellence, or virtue, stands as the ultimate good, and that every action we undertake should be geared towards leading a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius, for example, epitomized the pursuit of personal excellence. He famously remarked, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This succinct yet profound statement captures the essence of personal excellence. It's about embodying the values we admire and striving to live by them each day. Seneca stressed the significance of self-improvement and continuous learning. He advocated for a life lived in harmony with nature and reason, suggesting that true excellence emanates from within and manifests in our actions and choices. Epictetus highlighted the importance of personal responsibility in achieving excellence. He taught that our reactions, emotions, and will are within our control, and mastering them is crucial to living a virtuous life. But what does focusing on personal excellence entail in our daily lives? It begins with establishing personal standards based on our values and aspirations, not on societal expectations or the accomplishments of others. It's about understanding who we are, recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, and taking consistent steps toward improvement. Personal excellence also encompasses resilience. It's about how we respond to setbacks and failures, not just our successes. As Aristotle once said, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It signifies the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines our destiny. This means embracing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than viewing them as obstacles. Furthermore, focusing on personal excellence involves cultivating a growth mindset, a concept championed by modern psychology. It's the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset encourages us to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as a path to mastery. Living authentically is also integral to personal excellence. It's about being true to ourselves and our values, even when it's challenging. It's about making choices that reflect who we are and who we aspire to be, and taking pride in our journey, including the struggles and triumphs. Practicing gratitude, as discussed earlier, is also tied to personal excellence. By appreciating what we have and where we are on our journey, we foster a positive outlook that supports our growth and well-being. So, let's commit to focusing on personal excellence. Let's set our own standards, embrace our unique paths, and take pride in our progress. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being proud of who we are and how we live. It's about celebrating our efforts, learning from our experiences, and always striving to be the best versions of ourselves. Together, let's make personal excellence not just a goal, but a way of life. Number 5. Accept change. Here's the thing, accepting change is not just important, it's really necessary for our growth and happiness. The truth is, the only thing that stays the same in life is that things change. Learning to go with the flow and accept life's ups and downs makes dealing with them less scary and more exciting. The Stoics, ancient philosophers, had a smart way of looking at change. They saw it as a natural part of how the world works. Marcus Aurelius, one of them, said we should accept whatever happens to us because it's all part of our destiny. This means that every change, whether we like it or not, has its place in our life story. Seneca, another Stoic, warned us not to get too attached to how things are now because they will change eventually. He told us to be flexible and understand that change is important for our personal growth and happiness. Epicurus, a different philosopher, said we should figure out what we can control and what we can't. We can't control everything that happens, but we can control how we react to it. This way of thinking is really powerful when it comes to dealing with change. It's about focusing on how we respond to change, finding ways to grow from it, and moving forward with strength. But how can we get better at accepting change? First, we have to realize that change is just a part of life. It's natural and happens all the time. Seasons change, people come and go, and our bodies are always changing too. Second, we can practice mindfulness. This means paying attention to what's happening right now without getting too attached to it. This helps us accept when things change or end. Third, we can look for the lessons in change. Every change, even the hard ones, gives us a chance to learn and grow. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask, "What can I learn from this?" This change in how we think can help us grow as people. Aristotle, another ancient philosopher, said that living a good life is the key to being happy. And part of living a good life is being able to deal with change in a calm and wise way. It's about finding balance and peace even when things are changing around us. Modern psychology agrees with this idea. Seeing change as a chance to grow instead of something to be scared of can make us less stressed and anxious. It can also make us stronger and better at dealing with whatever comes our way. So, let's remember that change isn't something to be afraid of. It's a natural and important part of life that can bring us new experiences and help us grow. Let's face it with courage and openness, ready to embrace the opportunities it brings. Remember, going with the flow doesn't mean being passive. It means actively engaging with life, even when it's complicated. Let's navigate the changes with bravery, wisdom, and a heart open to all the possibilities ahead. Number 6. Emotional resilience. Have you ever felt like life just throws you one curveball after another? You're definitely not alone. When life dishes out its challenges, we're all thrown into a whirlwind of emotions. Whether it's anger, sadness, or frustration, it's all part of being human. But here's the thing, it's not just about feeling those emotions, it's about how we deal with them. And that's where the magic of emotional resilience comes in. Emotional resilience is like having a superpower that helps us navigate through life's storms with grace and come out even stronger on the other side. It's about acknowledging our emotions, understanding them, and then taking positive steps forward. We're not just swept away by the tide of our feelings, we're in control. The Stoics were all over this stuff. Take Marcus Aurelius, for example. He reminds us that we have power over our minds, not outside events. Once we realize this, we find strength we never knew we had. It's profound, isn't it? Emotional resilience is recognizing that while we might not control what happens to us, we absolutely control how we respond. Seneca's got some wisdom to share too. He teaches us how to face adversity without losing our cool. Life's hardships, they're tests of our character and resilience. By facing our feelings head-on, with understanding and patience, we become wiser and stronger. But how do we develop this emotional resilience? It starts with self-awareness. Being mindful of our emotions and reactions helps us understand ourselves better. We're allowed to feel what we're feeling, but instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose responses that align with our values and well-being. Aristotle talked about finding the golden mean, that balance between excess and deficiency. And guess what? It totally applies to emotional resilience too. We're all about finding that balanced response to our emotions, not letting them take over or burying them deep down. Now, Carl Jung? He's a psychology pioneer, and he's all about integrating all aspects of our psyche for wholeness. Part of that? Facing our emotions, understanding them, and learning from them. That's the heart of emotional resilience, right there. So, what do you do when you're caught up in strong emotions? First off, give yourself permission to feel. Acknowledge those emotions without judgment. Then, take a step back and figure out what triggered them. Reflection can give some serious insight into our emotional patterns. Epictetus had it right when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." We can choose to respond in constructive, healing ways instead of just reacting. Developing emotional resilience is a journey. It involves mindfulness, self-reflection, and patience. It's about building a toolkit of coping strategies, whether it's journaling, talking to a friend, or practicing relaxation techniques. And hey, don't forget to treat yourself with kindness and compassion along the way. Emotional resilience isn't about never feeling negative emotions. It's about riding those waves with grace and coming out stronger and more self-aware. By developing emotional resilience, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with courage and poise. Let's embrace this journey together, folks. Supporting each other and becoming more emotionally resilient means living a more fulfilling life. Number 7. Ignore what others think about you. In a world where social media reigns supreme, where likes, follows, and comments often seem to determine our self-worth, it's all too easy to get caught up in the trap of measuring ourselves by the opinions of others. But here's the liberating truth: your value doesn't come from external validation. It's about staying true to who you are, embracing your authenticity, and living in harmony with your values. The ancient Stoic philosophers, those timeless beacons of wisdom, had much to say about this. They taught that our inner peace and freedom come from focusing on what we can control, our actions, our thoughts, our integrity, not the ever-changing opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, once pondered why we often hold others' opinions in higher regard than our own. This observation underscores the paradox many of us face, valuing others' judgments over our own self-assessment. Seneca echoed this sentiment, emphasizing the importance of living a life true to oneself, not one dictated by the expectations or approval of others. True contentment, he believed, arises from living a life aligned with our principles and values. Epictetus taught us that worrying about others' opinions is beyond our control and therefore a waste of energy. Instead, he urged us to focus on our own actions and on living virtuously, for that's where our true power lies. So, how do we begin caring less about what others think and more about being true to ourselves? Firstly, understand that you are the architect of your own life story. You hold the pen to define your worth, not society, not your social media followers, nor the people around you. Ground your self-esteem in your own values, kindness, and efforts to be your best self. Secondly, practice self-reflection. Ask yourself, whose life am I living? Am I making choices based on my desires or trying to fit into someone else's mold? Reflecting on these questions can help realign your actions with your true self. Thirdly, embrace vulnerability. Being true to yourself means being open about your flaws and imperfections, understanding that perfection is an illusion. It's okay to be a work in progress, to make mistakes, and learn from them. This authenticity attracts the right people into your life, those who appreciate the real you. Furthermore, remember Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, finding balance in life. Apply this to your concern for others' opinions by striking a healthy balance between considering constructive feedback and maintaining your autonomy and self-worth. Incorporating a Stoic mindset into our lives means understanding that our worth is determined by our virtues, our actions, and our commitment to living a meaningful life, not by external accolades or approval. It's about building a strong inner fortress that remains unshaken by the fleeting opinions of others. Let's commit to valuing ourselves for who we truly are, not for the likes, follows, or approval we receive. Let's be courageous in our authenticity, living lives that resonate with our deepest truths. Remember, your worth is inherent and unique. By being true to yourself, you shine your light in the most genuine way possible. Let's not just navigate life, but thrive in it, with the confidence that comes from knowing we are living authentically, aligned with our values and true to ourselves. Number 8. Practice gratitude. It's truly captivating how a straightforward idea can profoundly affect our existence. It's all about redirecting our attention to what we possess instead of fixating on what we lack. This practice can be truly transformative, especially during those challenging days that seem like a constant struggle. The Stoics, wise as they were, had much to say about gratitude. They believed that happiness doesn't stem from accumulation, but from appreciating what we already possess. Marcus Aurelius frequently emphasized the importance of living in the present and finding joy in life's simple pleasures. He famously said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This, he noted, is the pure essence of gratitude, recognizing the value of life itself and the myriad of gifts it offers us each day. Seneca discussed how our desires often mislead us, leaving us in a perpetual pursuit of more without finding true contentment. He suggested that by focusing on our current blessings and understanding that the best things in life are already within our reach, we can find genuine satisfaction. Epictetus, known for his pragmatic approach to Stoicism, encouraged his followers to appreciate their present circumstances, whatever they may be. He believed that by accepting and finding value in our current situation, we could lead a more fulfilling life. But how do we cultivate gratitude, especially when life presents challenges? It starts by making it a daily ritual. Each morning or evening, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're thankful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a heartening conversation with a friend, or the breathtaking beauty of a sunset. This practice helps rewire our brains to focus on the positive, boosting our mood and overall perspective on life. Gratitude also entails embracing challenges and finding lessons within them. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective enables us to appreciate our experiences, both favorable and unfavorable, as valuable steps on our journey. Moreover, practicing gratitude strengthens our connections with others. By expressing appreciation for the people in our lives, we not only uplift their spirits but also fortify our relationships. A simple thank you can go a long way in showing someone they are valued and loved. Aristotle stressed the importance of recognizing the goodness in our lives and striving for a virtuous existence. He believed that gratitude was integral to achieving eudaimonia, or true happiness, as it allows us to appreciate the goodness around us and within ourselves. Even modern psychology corroborates the benefits of gratitude. Studies have demonstrated that regular practice of gratitude leads to reduced anxiety, improved sleep, and a more positive outlook on life. As Carl Jung aptly noted, the word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. By acknowledging and being grateful for the full spectrum of our experiences, we discover a deeper, more authentic form of happiness. So let's make gratitude a cornerstone of our daily lives. Let's celebrate the small victories, cherish moments of connection, and find joy in life's simple pleasures. By focusing on what we have, not what we lack, we can cultivate a sense of abundance and happiness that radiates from within. Remember, it's not happiness that brings us gratitude, it's gratitude that brings us happiness. So let's raise our glasses half full and toast to the beauty of gratitude in our lives. Cheers to finding the silver lining even on the cloudiest of days. Number 9. Focus on what you can control. In the wise words of the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Take a moment to let that sink in. Traffic jams, bad weather, negative comments, these are all things outside our control. No matter how much we wish otherwise, we can't change them. What we can change, however, is how we react to them. This concept isn't just ancient wisdom, it's grounded in modern psychology as well. Carl Jung, a titan in the field of psychology, famously said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." This perfectly aligns with Stoic practice. It's about recognizing that the only real power we have lies in our reactions, thoughts, and actions. Let's unpack this a bit. Imagine you're stuck in a traffic jam, running late for an important meeting. You could spend that time seething in anger, honking your horn, and stressing out actions that, let's be honest, won't make the cars ahead move any faster. Or, you could take a deep breath, accept the situation, and perhaps use the time to listen to a podcast, an audiobook, or simply enjoy some music. The traffic hasn't changed, but your response to it has. And with that shift, your stress levels drop and your day starts to look a bit brighter. This Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control extends far beyond dealing with traffic or weather. It applies to our personal goals, our reactions to others, and our approach to life's obstacles. As Marcus Aurelius, another heavyweight in Stoic philosophy, reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So, the next time you find yourself getting worked up over something outside your control, remember these wise words from our Stoic friends. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go. Focus on your reaction, your mindset, and your actions. This simple shift can have a profound impact on your stress levels and overall happiness. It's not always easy, but it's worth practicing every day. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. And as we learn to focus more on what's in our control, we'll find ourselves not just surviving life's challenges, but thriving in spite of them. Number 10. Be compassionate. In the vast tapestry of existence, we're all travelers on the same journey, no matter our differences. By embracing understanding and compassion, we weave threads of kindness into the fabric of our world, making it a warmer, more caring place. Consider the Stoics, those ancient sages whose wisdom still illuminates our path. They spoke of the interconnectedness of humanity, emphasizing the virtues of empathy and kindness. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, reminded us that we are inherently social beings, designed to live in harmony. What benefits the hive, benefits the bee, he said, underscoring how our well-being is tied to that of others. Seneca, too, stressed the significance of treating others with generosity. He believed that by extending compassion, we enrich both the recipient and ourselves. Even towards those who wrong us, Seneca urged understanding, recognizing their struggles and limitations. Then there's Epictetus, who urged us to see the world through the eyes of others. While we mustn't condone harmful behavior, he encouraged empathy, understanding that everyone has their reasons. But how do we put these lofty ideals into practice in our everyday lives? It begins with listening, truly listening, to those around us. By immersing ourselves in their stories, we bridge the gaps between us, cultivating a sense of shared humanity. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, also play a vital role. A smile, a kind word, a listening ear, they all hold the power to brighten someone's day. Through these simple gestures, we affirm others' worth and validity. Being present for others in times of need is equally crucial. Without judgment, we offer support and understanding, recognizing the inherent value in every person, regardless of our differences. Aristotle spoke of friendship as the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. True friends, he believed, share in each other's joys and sorrows, supporting one another with empathy and understanding. Modern psychology echoes these ancient teachings, demonstrating how compassion and empathy enrich not only our relationships but also our own emotional well-being. By caring for others, we foster a sense of purpose and belonging in our own lives. So, let's remember that every face holds a story, every action a reason. By extending understanding and care, we sprinkle kindness like confetti, creating ripples of compassion that transform the world, one act of empathy at a time. Number 11. Live in the present moment. In the bustling hum of our daily lives, we often hear the phrase live in the now. But what does that really mean? And why is it so vital? Living in the present moment is about fully immersing yourself in the experience of where you are right this second. It's about refusing to let your mind drift to the anxieties of tomorrow or the regrets of yesterday. It's a recognition that life, with all its complexities, beauty, and surprises, unfolds in the present. This idea isn't new. It's a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, echoed by great minds like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Modern psychologists and thinkers continue to reiterate its importance. Let's delve into the wisdom of the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius once urged, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." He understood that the power of the present lies in its ability to ground us, to clear our minds of distractions, and allow us to savor life's richness as it happens. But why is it so challenging to stay present? Our minds are often cluttered with worries about the future or replaying past events. This constant mental noise pulls us away from the beauty and potential of the here and now. As the renowned psychologist Carl Jung observed, the least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Living in the present moment infuses meaning into our daily experiences, enriching our lives immeasurably. Aristotle spoke of the importance of mindfulness in achieving eudaimonia, a state of flourishing and well-being. By focusing on the present, we can live virtuously, making the most of our human experience. So, how can we practice living in the now? It begins with mindfulness, the art of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you eat, savor each bite. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. Actively listen when someone speaks to you, instead of planning your response. These simple acts of mindfulness bring us back to the present, making our lives richer and more meaningful. Seneca offered this wisdom: true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. He understood that anxiety about the future or dwelling on the past only serves to diminish our happiness in the present. Living in the present isn't about ignoring the future or forgetting the past. It's about finding a balance. We learn from our past and plan for our future without letting those activities consume our present. It's in this balance that we find peace and contentment. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to reset and refocus on the now. It's in the present that we truly live, love, and create memories. Let's make a conscious effort to be more present in our lives. Let's cherish the now, for this moment, right here, is where life truly happens. Number 12. Death is certain. From the sagacious Marcus Aurelius to the profound Seneca and the insightful Epictetus, they shared a concept not to instill fear, but to ignite a deeper reverence for every moment. They believed that by embracing the inevitability of death, we could live with a profound awareness, grateful for the present. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often contemplated the fleeting nature of life, urging us to live authentically and to seize the time we're allotted. You could leave life right now, he wrote. Let that determine what you do and say and think. It was not a call to moroseness, but a call to action, a plea to focus on what truly matters, to discard trivialities, and to live with purpose and integrity. Seneca, too, echoed this sentiment, urging us not to squander our time on frivolities, but to carve out a life of meaning. He believed that facing death squarely encourages wisdom and enriches our relationships and experiences. Epictetus emphasized the importance of living in the present, recognizing that our time is finite. By acknowledging our mortality, we're driven to live ethically and to savor the richness of life. But how do we incorporate memento mori into our lives without succumbing to darkness? It begins with a shift in perspective. Instead of fearing death, we can see it as a beacon, guiding us to live fully in the present. It's about embracing today, not deferring happiness to an uncertain future. Consider the dreams you've deferred. Whether it's pursuing a passion, reconnecting with loved ones, or relishing the small joys of everyday life, memento mori reminds us not to take our time for granted. It urges us to live authentically, to speak our truth, to love openly, and to be fully present. This concept also teaches us to appreciate the impermanence of life, deepening our gratitude for every fleeting moment. When we recognize that our time is limited, we cherish our experiences, live mindfully, and express gratitude for the people who enrich our lives. So let's embrace memento mori not as a harbinger of fear, but as a catalyst for growth and gratitude. Let it guide us to make choices aligned with our deepest values, to cherish our relationships, and to savor the beauty of each passing moment. In embracing memento mori, we find not fear, but a celebration of life. Let's make every moment count, not out of fear of its end, but out of love for life itself. Let's live in such a way that when our time does come, we can look back with no regrets, knowing we embraced life fully, loved deeply, and enjoyed the incredible journey it offered. First of all, if you have made it this far in the video, then congratulations, as you have just learned some of the greatest Stoic principles that can help you thrive in the 21st century. Now I will share a great activity that you can perform almost every day, but doing it on the very first day requires a little bit more effort. If you have been watching this video while running, or while working out, or while driving to your workplace, then I recommend you to perform this activity once you are back home. As most of you might know, motivation comes and goes, but what can really help you get up and work is fear. Fear can really help you achieve anything you have ever wanted, and make you mentally strong in the process. So what I want you to do is take a piece of paper and a pen. If these two stationary items are unavailable right now, you can use your iPad, iPhone, or smartphone, but really try to get what I am about to tell you handwritten as soon as you possibly can. To start, Divide this piece of paper into two different sections. On the left side, write what and where you want to be in the next 3 or 5 years from now. You can go into as much detail as you want. So for example, in 3 years from now you want to have an excellent physique, a great loving and beautiful partner, a thriving business, a wonderful bank balance. Now once that's done, on the right side of the paper write what will happen if you don't work and achieve your goals. So just like the previous example, it might sound a bit harsh, but you will still have a not so good physique. You might still be stuck in the job that you hate. Your relationships might not be the best, and so on. Once again, go into as many details as you possibly can. Stick this paper in your bedroom, or on your study or work desk and look at it every single day. I really want you to be the person on the left side of the paper, so get going and transform your life completely and become the best version of yourself. If this video helped you in any way, then feel free to drop a like, subscribe, take it easy, and I will see you soon.